Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, welcome to the IGDA Helsinki March gathering of 2023. Today, we will have a lovely little main course of great seminars for you guys. But before that, I want to say a quick word. It is awesome to see so many of you guys here tonight. It's been a while since the place has been so packed, and it's great to see so many of you, both old and new faces. My name is Eirik Manne. I'm an IGDA Helsinki and IGDA DigiHub volunteer, and I will be doing the stage hosting for you, as well as for you guys there on the stream. If you have friends that couldn't make it to this show today or are running late, do tell them that this is also streamed on twitch.tv/IGDA_Finland. Everything here will be there as well. So if they cannot make it, that's where you can find them. But as said, we have a lovely little 3-course seminar for you coming in. First off, we will have IGDA Finland and IGDA Helsinki say a few words about the general news, the usual code of conduct, things like this. That will be followed by the main seminar of Netflix/Next Games. And to cap this whole thing off, Game Makers of Finland will come and have a few words with you about the salary situation here in Finland. And with that, our first set of speakers are there ready. So please welcome onto the stage the IGDA Helsinki representative of Iida Toimela and IGDA Finland representative Häll.
Super official. Weird.
Yeah, speakers. You're right. Well, hey, good to see you all here. Nice to see that there's this many of you already. About 200 and more coming all the way, all the time. So that's nice. So the basic information, like every of our events, this event also has 0 tolerance for harassment. So if something happens to you, something happens to your friend, or you see something shady going on, come tell us. So the harassment contact persons here at Helsinki IGDA is me, Iida, Häll, and Reko. So you can find one of us if something happens, and you can also contact us later. So after that, there's been these weird symbols on the doors at the front entrance. And for those who don't know what it means, those are unisex symbols. So those toilets there at the front door are unisex toilets from now on. And regular toilets you can find from there, from behind that one bar. You want to say something? No? Okay, and then there's a lot of activities today going on. So we have chat corner here, right next to the stage, and there is Daria and Michael going and running this chat corner. So if you are new here, or you maybe are a little bit shy or don't know what to talk about, go there, and they will host a nice conversation there. We also have demo corner. Even if you're not shy, you can go there. It's a really nice place. So also there is snacks there. So note that they're free. There is demo corner right behind that one curtain. There is at least 1, maybe 2 games today that you can go and try out and give a little bit of feedback for them about their work. And then Game Makers of Finland has done CV corner for us today. So close to the front doors, there is the CV corner where you can show your CV and get feedback from that. And there's also a photographer. So if you need a new profile pic or a new headshot, you can go there and get a new nice pic for you. And I think that was my part. But is there something nice coming? Maybe some parties or something, huh?
Perhaps. Nice to see you, everybody. Helli from IGDA Finland. Just to remind you, I think I started this in October, November last year, so maybe some of you have heard of it. But repetition is the mother of all learning. So the 27th of May is going to be our 20th birthday party. And I know I've been saying this many times, and there's not much to be seen or done about it before. I just said it, put it in your calendars, and I still do. But this month we will go live. We will put the info out. The Eventbrite will come out. You can go grab your tickets. There is a limited amount of tickets, so keep an eye on that. We are still looking for a handful of sponsors. If you're interested, you're welcome to talk to me about this, and I'm sure we can figure something out. Yeah, it would be cool to see you guys at the party. So 27th of May. 27th of what? Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Thank you. Another thing for all the artists in here, well, everybody, I guess, but mainly for the artists. We are going to have a little T-shirt competition in tandem with the 20th birthday, and we're going to do a big kind of like reveal the winner of the T-shirt competition there. So if you're an artist who wants to go there, there will be, of course, a reward as well, apart from just the grand reveal. So if you're interested in that, the first of next month, we will reveal the competition on igda.fi. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, hopefully I will see many. We did it once before, and we had, I think, over 20 submissions. And I hope we'll get many more this year. Double that, Iida said. Yeah. But also keep the quality mint, as it was last year. But that's pretty much all from IGDA Finland. 27th of May, T-shirt competition. And be good, be cool. Don't be dicks. Be kind to each other. That's all from IGDA Finland.
Yeah, and one more note from my side. So because on May there will be this birthday party going on, we won't have a normal Helsinki meetup then, because we want to encourage you all to go to the birthday party. It is located in Helsinki, not here, but near here. So it's easy for you all to come there. So I hope I see many of you there. But that's everything from our side. So enjoy your seminars, and thank you.
And thank you again, IGDA Finland and IGDA Helsinki. With that, we will be moving on to the main course of today's talks and seminars. A year ago, Next Games joined the Netflix family of game studios. And Netflix has 2 studios here in Helsinki at this point. Now, they've been a little quiet about all of this, but today, right now, in a couple of minutes, they will come onto the stage and talk about the current plans, the future plans, and other projects that they have cooking out there behind the scenes. So for this little thing, I actually got myself a clicker. We have a few speakers coming on to talking about for this. Saara Bergström, the current COO, will be coming onto the stage, as well as Reko Ukko, CCO, and then Felicia Prehn will come to talk about Moonloot. But before we get them onto the stage, they wanted to showcase a small video. Following that video, Saara Bergström will come and give a full introduction, both for Netflix, I'm mixing this up all the time, and for the rest of them. So please enjoy this video, and after that, give a big hand to Saara Bergström.
Can you hear me okay? Yes. So Netflix has games. Who would have thought 2 years ago this whole endeavor didn't even exist at that time, and now we can see a lot of exciting games already on the platform, a lot of new ones coming up, and we're at least super excited about the upcoming roster, which we cannot share yet. Big words from Eirik, promising that we would be revealing it all. Can I get the next slide? Maybe. Anyway, so we will not be able to share each and every detail of what we're up to. We're mostly doing a bit of an introduction. This cannot be called a seminar, so that's maybe a slight exaggeration of what's coming up. But I want to introduce the two studios, the two internal Netflix studios here in Helsinki, Next Games and Moonloot. And so Next Games is a name that you're probably familiar with. We've been around for about 10 years. And as Eirik mentioned, we became part of Netflix through an acquisition about a year ago. So we've been with Netflix for about a year. We've worked on licensed games since almost the beginning, so we're very familiar with working with big IP that Netflix has to offer. Moonloot is a very recent studio. They were established last fall from scratch, based here in Helsinki by a handful of people. And we're both independent game studios within Netflix, so we work on our games. Next Games has, and we, by the way, make this mistake all the time, Nextflix and all of that. So excuse us for stumbling there. And so we have a handful of games in the making at Next Games, and Moonloot also has their very cool project that they're working on. And so we work independently within Netflix, but we of course share a lot of our day-to-day practicalities. We have the same infrastructure here in Helsinki. It makes perfect sense. We're also co-located in Aleksanterin-katu at the Next Games office space. So we have our daily dose of caffeine together at our working cafe, for example. And now, I don't think this clicker is working. Anyway, we can have the next slide. And so why Helsinki? I think the answer is obvious to all of you here. I don't think, Netflix has to make a lot of grounding as to why this makes sense. This is of course the home for the best games talent in the world. And that's where Netflix wants to be as well. And personally, as I said, it's a very exciting adventure for us as Next Games and Moonloot, the both studios here in Helsinki. We're really looking forward to actually having our games on the platform for all of the Netflix members to enjoy. We're working non-free to play, no ads. So this is also a whole new endeavor for us as members in the Helsinki game scene. But without further ado, I'm going to give the floor to Reko, who's going to be saying a few words about Next Games and what's going on. And then after that, there will be some words about Moonloot. Thank you very much, and a warm welcome on my part as well.
Oh yeah, I'm left-handed, so I need to do a switch. Okay, let's see if this works. Is there a lag or is there not? Okay, good. Maybe you need to be super accurate with it. Hi, my name is Reko. I'm the Chief Creative Officer at Next Games, and I can't see any one of you because I'm being blinded here. So first of all, I just want to say that it's super fun to be actually at IGDA. It's been a while, and especially looking at the crowd, I was just thinking that it's kind of crazy. I was at one of the IGDA early events back in early 2004 when I had started in the industry, and there were some, I don't know, 50 guys in Reko having beers, and that was the extent of IGDA Finland at the time. So I think, I'm not sure if all of you know, but IGDA Finland has actually gotten the MVP award back in the day for the fact that this chapter kind of punches above its weight when you look at population and like game development in general. So it's kind of crazy that this is kind of like one of the most active chapters in the world when it comes to International Game Developers Association. So I always thought that that's super cool. Like it's crazy that we can kind of do that. So my background is at Seriously, was one of the founders. We worked on Best Fiends. Before that, there was Remedy, Digital Chocolate. I did a stint at Natural Motion in Oxford, working on like CSR Racing and all these different games that was created. Sorry. So at Next Games, we're like, you might not be aware, like we're a pretty big company. So over 130 people. What was really amazing is just the amount of nationalities there, and especially the whole diversity of it, like just a ton of people, non-Finnish people. And it's super important, especially when you're making games like this day and age, because obviously the perspective has changed a lot. Netflix as a company is caring hugely about the diversity, and it's really visible in many of their like shows across the different regions and so forth. So Next Games is a really good addition to that, because we can have these different points of views into like what is game nowadays. So Next Games history, it really goes way back into games like Compass Point West, the Walking Dead IP, the couple of games based on that. And then Stranger Things, which was recently relaunched on the Netflix platform as a non-free-to-play game. But we've been at it for a year now, since the acquisition. A lot of discussions going on into the Netflix strategy of making games, and I think like it's easy to kind of also say that, like, yeah, it's subscription games because, like, you know, there's Apple Arcade and so forth. But I don't think it makes sense to kind of think about it from a subscription game perspective, because you probably know that the Netflix platform is much more than just, well, subscription games. It is an entertainment platform. There is a very long-term strategy into this thinking of what do games mean on a platform like this. I'll talk a bit more about that later, but then like one aspect for us is also really about the 3C values of caring, courage, and curiosity. And a lot of that is something that we really do talk almost on a daily basis in here. And especially like when we talk about things like curiosity and courage, like when you're making games, you really need a really nice velocity of like, hey, like let's dig up the answers to these really tricky questions that every game project has. And if you have the kind of velocity, then you have a lot of shots on goal in terms of like, hey, like you can do really innovative stuff if you just like to prove it like fast enough. So curiosity is a great driver for that. So ultimately, with Netflix nowadays, Netflix games, we are basically one of the internal studios. There's many different goals for a number of these studios, and our Helsinki Next Games one is really concentrated on the games as a service side of things. So we still do want to make games that you can play for years to come. But I think from a creative point of view, the really interesting bit is like, what are the games that only Netflix can make? Like it can start from an IP, it can start from the fact that there's actually many genres in the free-to-play market that have great retention, great regularity, but actually don't monetize at all. So that's one way to look at it. Then you can also get pretty creative on this, because you know you are dealing with someone who has like a $17 billion budget to spend on entertainment. So what are games that would have something to do with even reality series or anything like that? So there is a lot of creative openings in Netflix and what it is, and we are really excited to kind of focus on that and see where we are kind of going in here. But as Saara said, you're not going to see any of it today because it's too early. Yeah, you heckler. So next, I'll have Felicia talk a bit about Moonloot here. But again, like there's no Q&A session here, but feel free to come and tag me and let's have a chat.
Or how does this work? Which button goes forward? This one goes forward. Okay. Hello. So, oh wow, Reko wasn't lying. I'm somebody blinder. Okay. Hi. So my name is Felicia Prehn. I am the corporate responsibility and comms person at Next Games. I'm also the leader of our diversity, inclusion, and belonging group. I am not on the Moonloot team, but unfortunately, our colleagues at Moonloot could not be here today. There were some illnesses, but I think they're watching at home. So everybody say hi, Moonloot, really loud. Hi, Moonloot. I hope they heard you. So we're going to talk a little bit today about who Moonloot is, what they are, and yeah. So Moonloot was founded here in Helsinki back in the autumn. It is the first internal Netflix game studio in Helsinki, which is our found from the ground up. Of course, Next Games was part of that, but Moonloot was the first one that was founded, which is very exciting. They are currently 11 people. And they are working on exciting things, hoping to delight and engage the millions of Netflix subscribers out there. So there's a lot of really cool things coming up. Here is a bit of a spoiler. Reko and Saara said there'd be nothing, but there was something. See? Yeah. Not to call you out or anything, but so stay tuned for more from them. There's a lot of really exciting things happening. They are located, as Saara said, in the same building as us, sharing our working cafe. They've even now started coming to our Lego club, which is really exciting. So yeah, if you want to know more about them, feel free to reach out to Marko Lastikka. Take a picture of the slide if you want. He said he's happy to answer any of the questions that you all may have about Moonloot. And this was very short, but I hope it was informative. Thank you all for your time. And up next, I am going to hand the stage back to Eirik, who is going to lead you into the rest of the program tonight. So thank you so much.
Let's put the right. All right. Will I get my microphone back? Please. Yes. Is my microphone? Yes. There we go. Thank you very much, Next Games. Thank you very much, Moonloot. That was interesting to see what you guys have cooking up, even though you couldn't tell us much. We'll come talk with you a little bit later about that one. But at this point, we have a finisher for this course of seminars, and that will be, as you can see on the slides, Game Makers of Finland. They have recently had a study of the salary situation here in Finland, and to talk about this is going to be Milla Pennanen, who is the executive director of Game Makers of Finland, and Sami Vuolanne, the chairman of the board. Please give them a warm welcome.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you here in such a large number. My name is Sami Vuolanne. I'm the chairman of Game Makers of Finland. Is there anybody who have seen like these pink hoodies before? Oh, they have seen a DNA salesman. Great, excellent. So, the Game Makers of Finland is a trade union that is ammattiliitto for all the gaming people, the game developers, students, and we are representing them. And here we have a short, nice, excellent show that we have. We are telling about the salary survey. We conducted it in the fall, and I will give the stage to Milla our excellent executive director.
Thank you, Sami. I'm super excited. Are you? Oh, yes. Good, good, good. Awesome to hear. So I'm also really nervous. I hope you like this. And during this presentation, it's really okay to use your phones because you will see the statistics and the salary numbers there on the screen. So you can take pictures if you want. Not mandatory. But yeah. We made this survey at the end of last year, and we found out if you get a bingo and you are matching all these, congratulations. But yeah, the typical game maker has born in the 1990, has a bachelor's degree on computer science, has a full-time job, works and lives in capital area, is a programmer or artist, and the salary is 4,100 euros per month. No one shouted bingo. No. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this is like the average, the typical game maker. But now we'll see the first slide. Yes. Can you see it? It's no. Hopefully you see it. And at the end of this presentation, you will see a QR code, and you can scan the QR code, and you will see the whole report after that. But yeah. So this is like the average salary statistics, and the bold one numbers are the results from this survey, and the not bolded numbers are from the last survey. I can give you some time to read it because I see that you're looking there, which is good. But yeah, the average salary is 4,136 euros per month for all. And the median number is 3,790. Almost half of the respondents got an incentive bonuses. And the average amount was 11,400 euros. Okay, next one. Yeah. Okay. Then we found out that how the salary varies versus the position where the person is working. So the leads, yes, the salary is higher than as a senior or as a mid-level person or as a junior. And then one really important thing is the work experience. And we asked that how many years have you been working? And then how many years have you been working in the games? And there the difference is huge. Tämä on tosi hauskaa, kun ihmiset niinku katsoo tonne. Tässä voi tehdä mitä vaan, kukaan ei näe.
Ei pommitesi.
Okay, yeah. So if the more you have been working in the games, the higher your salary should be. If it's not like that, please go and see your supervisor and tell that, hey, I saw this survey results, and yeah. And even if you're like thinking that, do you earn enough money at this moment, you can come to us and ask that what your salary should be, so we can go deeply to the statistics and see what the salary should be for you at this point. Next. Then we compared how the salary varies when the company is under 50 employees, or the mid-sized company, or the big company. There's also a lot of differences. And then the location matters also. If the company is located or you work in the metropolitan area, like in Helsinki, Espoo, Vantaa, the salary is around 300 euros higher than if you're working outside this central area. Next. Then I think this is maybe really interesting for you. We studied how the salary varies according what is the task category. So the programmers earn more than artists. I think that's not something that surprises even though I don't know. Yeah, but the difference is huge. And we have first time numbers for QAs and also numbers for people who are working in the marketing or communications. Yeah. Okay, those were the statistics, and the last slide will be after this one, and there is this QR code that you can go and download this whole report for yourselves. But we are of course really interested about the mental health, well-being, coping, crunching work times, working hours, that kind of stuff. And here is quite many feel stressed. Quite many have been worried about coping and mental health of themselves or of their colleagues. The workloads. 7% of the respondents feel that it's constantly too large, and that's something that needs to stop. Yeah, but then there are 3 highlights that we want to tell you and we want you to think about, because the Finland, it's actually our slogan. What was it? Finland? No. Finland is the best game country in the whole universe. Oh no, it's there. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, that's our slogan. Yeah. And that means that we have the best education system in the whole world, and we have to make sure that it stays like that. We have the best talents in the whole world, and we want to make sure that the talents stay here and more talents come here. And then my favorite thing is that we have the best community. We have the local communities like IGDA hubs all over Finland. We have the schools who have lots of things going on there. That's like the key, the heart of the Finnish game industry. And therefore, I need to advertise few things before we quit. So at the end of April, if you're looking for a new job, there is at the end of April is Games Job Fair event. It's going to last for 3 days, and it's organized by the Games Factory talents who are here helping us with the CV corner. It's going to be amazing event, almost maybe 2,000 people participating it. Many studios are there looking for new people. So come there, join us. We will also be there. And then you will hear this maybe for the first time ever. Maybe, yes. So there is this in north part of Finland is a town called Kajaani. And they are hosting this yearly event. Did someone to Kajaani?
Somebody knows Kajaani.
Oh, yay, Kajaani. Good. So they're going to have this Northern Game Summit. It's happening again, and it's going to be bigger than ever. They're going to have amazing people to come to talk there. And yeah, we will be there too, and I hope that you will be there too. And it's going to happen from the 4th to 6th of October, 10th month. Yes. So it's going to happen there. And this was like top secret until now. So hopefully see you there. Go and have your picture taken from the photo booth. Go and talk with the Games Factory talents with your CVs. Come to talk to us with anything. And before we go here, because we have now the stage time, and that's awesome. We have board members Jenny and Sasu. Come here, because we have opportunity to throw some swag. Does anyone want? No one. Okay, until you see, yeah, there, awesome. There is a pipo, which is a hat. And then some hats and woolen socks. Last one. Lähetä oh. Oh, the back. Does anyone want to have the back? That's actually our last one. He was shouting and asking for it. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, okay, that was it. And here is the QR code loaded. Thank you. Thank you.
Remember to speak on this side, the mic's on this side.
Yes. And with that, thank you very much, Game Makers. And there's the full report. If you want to go and look it up, grab the picture, grab the QR, or they will share it later on as well through other channels. So please follow them. Now, at this point, there's really isn't much more to talk about. And there's a good hum and buzz happening, including my microphone I can hear. So I'm not gonna hold you all back any further. Before you guys leave, those of you see that if you can take the folding chair and fold it and bring it to the stage, that would be lovely. There's an example by Häll. And with that, remember there's a chat corner over there, the CV corner over at the entrance. If you have issues, please go talk with Häll, Iida, or Reko. But I hope it doesn't come to that, and we all can have a lovely evening tonight. Glad you all could make it. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.